Welcome to Wings and Wine. My name is Derek. You can find me on all social media platforms at City Needs Me. You can follow the Wings and Wine page on Instagram at WingsXWine. Today for our Wings and Wine review, we have wings from Culture Pittsburgh. It's a hookah lounge in the Oakland section of Pittsburgh. They do seem to feature great food, so we're going to try that out. For the wine today, we do have Goru. It's a blend between Monastrell and Cabernet Sauvignon. So we're going to test that out as well and give our rating. In today's topic, we're going to talk about protecting our youth and parenting. There's a lot going on in the world today, and it seems like our youth are really suffering from it. And we're going to talk about different ways in which we can protect our youth and how we can handle things going forward. Thank you, and welcome to Wings and Wine. So let's dive right into our topic for today, protecting our youth. I've been seeing a lot of things going on, especially in Pittsburgh recently, where a lot of youth are being killed. A lot of youth are dying at the hands of each other or, older individuals, and I just hate to see it. I hate to see the bloodshed. I hate to see the violence, and I hate to see all this going on, especially during this time of a pandemic where you're seeing people dying of a natural cause or a disease and different things. We're still causing harm to each other, and that's an issue. That's a big problem. We need to focus on how we can change that for right now and for the future. But we need to start with our youth. We need to be able to focus on what they need in order for us to be able to communicate better with them so we can go ahead and change these problems. So there could be multiple answers of how we can solve the issues that we're facing right now. One, I would definitely say, is to communicate better with them. Communicate with them on their level and see how you can relate to the things that they're going through. Yes, the things that they're going through today are different than the things that we went through or our parents went through. But a lot of times it's the same game, just a different player in the game. So it's really just trying to figure out how you can relate to their stories and things that are going on in their lives and relate it back to your life, but still focusing on the individual and not just making it about you, but really making it about them and how we can really communicate better with them. Ways that I think that we can communicate better with them is understanding what they're into right now. What music do they like? What type of activities do they like to do outside of home and outside of school? What are their friends doing? What are their friends up to? What are their friends like? And just trying to figure out who your child is or who your niece and nephew is. And trying to figure out how you can be the change that they need or be that inspiration that they need to change the ways of how things are going right now. Another way to communicate better with them is not belittling them. Not trying to make it seem like back in my day we used to do this, that, and the third. Back in my day we used to do this. And today's youth aren't doing this. You have to stop doing that. Because when you do that, that's just taking their confidence down. It's not improving their confidence. It's not making them tougher. It's really just making them feel bad about how they act right now. So you got to figure out a way to talk to them and try to understand them. Don't just brush them off and just keep going about the ways in which that you were taught as a kid and the ways in which that you learned as a kid, because those things have changed. And you have to try to find ways that you can talk to your kid and try to figure out what it is that they need from you. And what they need from you is a mentor. They need somebody to be able to guide them and lead them in the right direction. Not somebody that's just telling them that they're doing everything wrong and they're doing things the wrong way. On the topic of mentorship, Some kids don't have that positive male or woman figure in their life. So you may need to mentor some kids out there. You know, there may be some kids that are in need of mentorship, and ways in which that we can guide them, ways in which that we can direct them, ways in which we can teach them. If we can come together and teach our youth, then there's no telling how far they can actually go. And I know there are programs right now, especially in the city of Pittsburgh, that are helping the youth, and I commend them, and they're greatly appreciated. And we can also help those people out. You know, those people need more assistance with more mentors, or having somebody come in and actually speak to the children. That would actually help. It actually helps when the kids are able to see their future in front of them. If they're seeing all the bad things in front of them, what else do they have to look up to? If we're showing them the positive aspects of life, then they're going to look towards the positive ways in which their future can be. So we need to mentor our children more and really guide them and pay more attention to them. The next thing I want to talk about is monitoring what they're doing. So you don't want to be a cop. You don't want to go ahead and watch every single thing they're doing. You don't want to be a dictator and trying to stop them from experiencing life, but you do want to monitor what they're doing. And we as parents, we all have that issue where we're not catching every single thing that our child does. So sometimes when you find out they're doing something wrong, it becomes a big shock. But if we monitor them and really spend better time with them, more time with them, then we can try to avoid some of the issues that they're going to face and get them out of the trouble that they don't need to get into ahead of time. So you really need to monitor your children and monitor who their friends are, because who they hang around is what they're going to get involved into. I mean, we've all been there. We're adults, so we've all done things that weren't correct and things that were wrong. And a lot of times it was based off the company that we kept. So we really need to make sure that the people that your kids are hanging around are the right type of friends, and try to get them to avoid the wrong people. But that comes from teaching them and giving them life lessons so they're able to understand that. I know that wasn't a lot of detail, but those are big things that we need to focus on. So maybe we can have a discussion and communicate more of how we can protect our youth and what we can do going forward to help them out. We need to make sure that our youth are in the right position to lead the way going forward. And we can't just sit back and just watch them kill each other, hurt each other, bully each other, just treat each other wrong. We should all be lifting each other up, and we need to teach them how to do so. But we need to focus on ourselves and be able to see ourselves in the mirror, make sure that we're in the right position to do that. Because a lot of times they act on what they see. And if we're not doing things the right way, then how can we expect them to do things the right way as well? I don't even know if I should look at the camera, because I have a confession. It's been eating me up for years now, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. In second grade, I didn't play at recess all the time. Sometimes I would just people watch if I was just socially drained. So one day I was people watching, just chilling, standing by a brick wall outside on the playground, and some kid was running by that used to bully this other kid that was in my class. Now the kid that was the bully, he was a couple of grades ahead of us. And the kid that he was bullying, he would have like medical issues and stuff like that. He had no reason to even bully this kid. So what ended up happening, I saw the kid running. And I saw it on cartoons at the time, but I didn't know if it really worked. I stuck my leg out. So, I went ahead, stuck my leg out. Dude went flying. And then he turned around and looked at me, but I already had my head turned as if I didn't do anything. I didn't feel bad either. I really didn't care. But as I got older, I was like, you know what? I shouldn't have did that. So, that's my confession for the week. Alright, let's get into our wings review for today. Again, the wings that I got are from Culture Pittsburgh. It's a Hookah Lounge in the Oakland section of Pittsburgh, right on the Pitt campus. It's off at Atwood Street, and I'll put their information in the description section of this video. These wings look so fire. I did taste one already, I'm not going to lie to you, because they just look too good. But I'll go ahead and taste it on camera and give you the actual review. These are the Cajun wings. It is a whole wing, so you're not getting just a wing ding. They do have that option to have wing dings with different flavors as well. But I went ahead and got the Cajun. People know I really don't like spicy food too much, but it looks really good, so I'm going to go ahead and test it out right now. This is good. It's really good, actually. It's fried really well, and it's Cajun, so you can definitely taste the spice on there. But it's not too spicy, so if you're somebody that wants really spicy food, they probably have a higher option on there. But this is just enough for me. It's not to the point where I'm tearing up or my nose starts running. So this is actually a really, really good wing. And I love the fact that it's a whole wing. I got 6 whole wings. And I didn't get any sides, so I didn't get to test those out. But I did see like their fries and something. They do look like they're good. So I would recommend them. For the wing review, I'll go ahead and give this a 9 out of 10. This is again, it's a very good wing. It's fried properly. It's cooked to the right level that I want it to be. The Cajun part of it, the seasoning, it is really good. And again, it's not too much. They have different flavors, so I do want to go back and test them out. The setup in the culture lounge of it actually looked really good. It's a smaller setup, so it's a little intimate. So you can go in there, check it out. It seemed like they had music, had a bar set up and everything. So I definitely recommend Culture Pittsburgh. Again, I'm going to put their information in the description part of this video. They're in the Oakland section of Pittsburgh, right off of Pitt's campus. So go ahead and check them out. And definitely check out the wings for sure. Definitely. For today's wine review, we have Goru. It is a 80% Monastrell and 20% Cabernet Sauvignon. So I do like the fact that they did blend it and it's not just a straight Cabernet Sauvignon. That way I can get a better feel for something else. You know, I love Cabernet Sauvignon, so this gives me an option for another red wine. So let's go ahead and taste this. It smells good. You can definitely smell that it's a Cabernet Sauvignon, to be honest. Even though it's 20%, I can still smell that in there. It was good. It was good. So it's a good blend. It tastes dry, but it has a little hint of sweetness in it. So looking at the bottle, it does say that it does have grapes that are selected, aged in new oak barrel for 18 months. And it says the wine was packed with sweet cherries, chocolate, cinnamon, and vanilla. It finishes with smooth tannins and a hint of bright strawberry and pear. You can definitely taste the flavors in there, and that's what I love. As an early wine drinker, a few years back, I felt like a lot of wine just tasted the same. A lot of it just tasted the same. Besides the dry and the sweet, you could definitely taste the difference there. But now I'm starting to taste more of the actual flavors of the ingredients. So you could definitely taste the cherries in there as well as the cinnamon. So they mentioned the chocolate and vanilla in there as well. And I don't get a good taste on that, but you can definitely tell that it's blended in there because of how it finishes off whenever you're drinking it. So I really like this. The bottle is really dope as well. I'll put the full video of it on the actual uploaded video so you can see that it actually, how the bottle's set up and the cork and everything as well. But this is a 2015. Again, it's Goru. It's an 80% Monastrell, 20% Cabernet Sauvignon. I would definitely recommend it. And for this wine, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 as well because I really enjoy it. It doesn't hit you real strong when you first sip it, but you can taste the good enough flavor into the wine. And I really love the blend on it. So I would definitely recommend it. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. That's our wine review for today. So I have a question. Is the for me stuff over? You know, it's the hair for me, it's the birthday for me, it's the vibe for me. Is that over yet? Because I'm tired of it. Can we end that in summer 2021? I'm sick of it. I'm hoping the trend is already over. I'm seeing it less, but I'm still seeing it sometimes. And I'm thinking the people that are still doing it is just like catching the like late end of it and still trying to keep it alive. But it's the shut up for me because I'm tired of that. Please end it. Back to your regularly scheduled program. So thank you for watching today's episode. Again, let's make sure that we are protecting our youth. Make sure we are focusing on what we can do going forward to help them out. And definitely check out culture Pittsburgh. Check out their wings, check out their food, check out the whole vibe in there. And also check out Goru. You can find that at your local wine and spirits stores. And it's definitely a good wine. And if you're trying to get out of that sweet wine into the dry, I would definitely recommend this as well. Again, this has been Wings and Wine. My name is Derek. You can follow me on all social media platforms at City Needs Me. You can follow the Wings and Wine page at WingsXWine. Definitely check us out on all social media platforms. And hit us up. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Give us any type of constructive criticism in the comments. And share this with a friend. You never know who might be interested in learning more about Wings and Wine and about our different topics. Thank you for watching. You have a good day.